Game 2 set to go here from Steen Sports Park after Tech came away with a victory in Game 1, 12-4. And they'll turn to left-hander Carson Glavich to try to complete a series sweep of the Corban Warriors. Mike Sanford back with you here at the ballpark. And for Carson Glavich, trying to pick up win number 7 on the year. The left-hander on the season with a mark of 6-1, a 4.53 ERA. This is 10th start. And in 43 and 2/3 innings, has allowed 22 earned runs on 51 hits, 13 walks. He has struck out 29. And the order that Corban will send out to the plate today in Game 4, it's Chase Elliott in left, Joshua Miyazawa, the designated hitter, and Ryan Clay, the third baseman. Peyton Rickard will be at second and bat fourth, followed by Drew DeMasi, the first baseman, and Lucas Mertlich getting the start in right. Bottom third of the order, Isaac Bateman, the shortstop. Jeremiah Pinkerton will catch. And Mishan Cole will get the start in center field. Josefan Gonzalez, the hard throw and right-hander, he will make the start for the Warriors in the nightcap. Tech got 3 hit days from Corey Siracusa and Patrick Berry in Game 1. And Yana Mizuta, who will get the start in left field here in the nightcap, went 2 for 4 with a triple, a homer, and drove in 4 in that Oregon Tech victory, moving the Tech to 32-11 on the year. They are 23-9 in league play, trying to complete their second straight series sweep. As we're set to go here from the ballpark.
Leading off the first for Corban is the left fielder, Chase Elliott.
I should say their third consecutive series sweep. As it'll be Chase Elliott to start things off. First pitch will come at 2:14 local time. Elliott 1 for 4 in the opener. Corban had 15 hits. He shows bunt and drops it down third base way. Glavich has it, turns, fires, and throws it way wide of the back. It'll be a bunt single, and into second base will go Elliott. Glavich came off the hill, grabbed the ball, and threw one wide of the first base bag. So an infield single for Elliott, and he'll move to second on the throw.
The designated hitter, Joshua Miyazawa.
It's a Corban who scored early yesterday in Game 2. On the very first pitch of the game, gets the bunt single. And a runner into scoring position for the Warriors. Lefty-lefty matchup, and the pitch off the plate for Glavich, ball 1. Miyazawa hit in the number 5 spot in Game 1. Yesterday in the nightcap, was hitting right here in the number 2 hole. Runner at second with nobody out here in the first. And Glavich with a fastball for a strike. Corban, after splitting series against Bushnell in Eastern Oregon, now trying to avoid a sweep at the hands of Tech. The pitch, check swing, he went around, says the plate umpire, and it's 1-2. Other games, both the LC and Bushnell game, the CMI Warner Pacific game, are all started in their Game 2s. UBC and Eastern still playing in Game 1. That one is another high-scoring affair. 1-2 from Glavich. Fastball just high to Miyazawa. The Oregon Tech fans wanted that one. Here on this windy afternoon in the Basin. Carson Glavich, the left-hander, to home plate. Fastball just off the corner. He's missed up. He is missed out by a fraction of a millimeter. And so Miyazawa now has worked the count to 3-2. And the payoff pitch. Runner going to go to third, and it's a swing and a miss. There'll be no throw down to third. So the strikeout to Miyazawa But the stolen base by Elliott moves him to third with one out.
Third baseman Ryan Clay.
So bring up Ryan Clay, who had 3 hits in the opener today. He is 6 for 13 in the series. And Glavish's pitch to him is a ground ball to the left side and through a base hit, and Corban has the early lead. Clay with just a soft single between the diving Horner and Saracusa. And the Warriors have the lead at 1-0.
Second baseman Peyton Rickard.
So the Warriors have had a lead in each of the last 3 games, but have not been able to hold it. Glavish's pitch a little high. Glavich last time out worked into the 7th for the first time this season. Came away with a victory against Warner Pacific. There's a strike to Peyton Rickard, the junior from Kennewick, Washington. Right there on the banks of the Columbia River. Glavich will throw over to first. Kennewick on the south side of the Columbia. Also to the east side of the Yakima River, which kind of separates the towns as well. 1-1, swung on and fouled off. You think about the Tri-Cities of Washington, Pasco on the north side of the river, the Columbia. Kennewick on the south side and also to the east of the Yakima River. Then you got Richland, which is the other side of the both rivers. 1-2, curveball fouled off the mask of Blakely. And Hanford, which isn't part of the Tri-Cities, but not too far away, a little bit north of there. Spent many a afternoon at the ballpark. Geisa Stadium with a huge sunshade there in that mid-Columbia area. Glavich will throw over to first one more time, keeping Clay honest. 14 stolen bases on the year for Ryan Clay. Glavich has a slide step to the play, working against the left-handed hitter in Rickard. One in for Corban here in the first. Glavich delivers. He misses high with a fastball. See if they send the runner on a 2-2. He does not. And the pitch popped up shallow center. Coming in is Kala Tam, who gets the start in center today in the nightcap, but he makes the catch. Kind of stumbled a bit. 2 outs.
First baseman Drew Damasi.
So 2 outs. And the batter is Drew Damasi. Runner at first with 2 away. And drawing a throw again is Clay. Keanu Mizuta getting the start in left here in the nightcap. Tam has moved from left to center. Julian Jones out there in right. Runner goes this time. The pitch, a high chopper hit to short. Barry has it, throws to first, gets the out. The inning is over. Corban gets 1. An unearned run on 2 hits. There was an error and a man left. We're headed to the bottom of the first. 1-0 Corban on the Owl Sports Network.
At Rogue Credit Union, we don't answer to shareholders. Instead, we return earnings back to our members. We know that we're stronger when we work together, and that's why we're invested here, living, giving, and supporting local. We're your friends and your neighbors. We know the needs of our communities. Being a part of Rogue means that our focus is on our members, and when you prosper, we prosper. See the credit union difference and how being a part of something smaller can have a bigger impact.
Papa Murphy's new cheesy stuffed crust pizza. Made fresh by us, baked fresh by you. Starting at $13.99, it's the hottest, meltiest stuffed crust pizza you'll ever have. Because it goes straight from our kitchen to yours. For fresh out of your oven, piping hot, cheesy goodness. It's what stuffed crust pizza should be.
Josefan Gonzalez, that gets the start for Corban here in Game 4. 2-7, 8.87 ERA, his 11th start of the year. In 45 and 2/3 innings, 45 earned runs, 49 hits, 36 walks, 54 strikeouts. Opposing batters hitting .273 against the 6'6", 240-pound hard-throwing right-hander from Selah, Washington, transferred in from Whitworth University. And a guy who will be in the upper 80s in terms of that fastball. And he will face Patrick Berry to start it off here for Tech.
Leading off Game 2 for Tech is the shortstop, Patrick Berry.
So Pat Berry 3 for 4 in the opener today, including a 2-run triple. And he scored 3 times. For Tech, it's Berry, Horner, Jones, Ortiz, Macy, Mizuta, Tam, Blakely, and Siracusa. And the pitch downstairs by Gonzalez, ball 1. Lasted his 2 2/3 in the first meeting against Tech. He walked 7 that day. And the pitch to home plate, it bounces in again, and it's 2-0. Gonzalez with 54 strikeouts. That's in the top 10 in the league. But at times has struggled with that command. 2-0. That's a strike to Pat Berry. Tech trying to keep pace with the league leaders heading into the final weekend of the season. As a delivery to Berry, a looping curveball high and away, ball 3. A win here today, and Tech is sitting in a good spot knowing that Bushnell comes here Friday and Saturday. And there's ball 4. So a leadoff walk. And Tyler Horner, who tripled in a run in the 8th inning of Game 1 today, the batter.
The first baseman, Tyler Horner.
Horner had struck out 3 times prior to that triple. Little different alignment defensively for Corban as well, as Horner takes one low for ball 1. Defensively, Elliott has moved from center to left. Mishan Cole getting the start in center, and Mertlick is in right. As there goes Berry. Curveball there, throw to second, Pat Berry in there safely. And for Patrick Berry, the stolen base. And for Pat, that is stolen base number 15. The tying run in scoring position for the Hustlin' Owls. The Owls had 5 stolen bases in Game 1 today. The pitch, fouled off, looping curveball again. Corban had a 2-1 lead in Game 1 today, but then Tech was able to use a couple big innings to break it open. Gonzalez to the plate, and it's rolled towards first, foul off the bat of Tyler Horner. That's what Tech wants, a ground ball to the right side, the ability to try to get Berry to third with less than 2 outs. And you got your number 3 and your number 4 hitters in the order set to come up and try to deliver them, just as they did in the first inning of Game 1. 1-2. Horner fouls it off. Trying to catch up to that fastball on the outer part of the plate. Tyler Horner, 16 doubles. Check that, 17 doubles and 3 triples to go along with his 13 home runs. As that pitch taken outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. First base open with nobody out, but you don't want to put 2 on with nobody out, that's for sure. Gonzalez waits, now to the plate. A fastball lined to right field. That's going to drop for a base hit. It's going to bounce over the head of Mertlich and go all the way to the wall. Horner's going to end up at third with another triple. We're tied at 1. What kind of bounce was that one?
The right fielder, Julian Jones.
Mertlich came in, and all of a sudden the ball kangaroo hop over his head. It's not turf out there. Maybe a sprinkler head? I'm looking at Cooper Rathman sitting to my right. He kind of is looking at the same thing. As Mertlich came in, he looked like he was going to play it on one hop. Barry initially was going to stop at third, and all of a sudden, whatever it did, it kicked over his head. And Mertlich put his glove up as high as he could and couldn't get to it. As Jones fouls one off, and it's 1-1. That's a tough break for Corban. Tech will take it, though. We're even at 1 apiece. That was a weird hop. The pitch to Jones is in the dirt. Tyler Horner not going to go anywhere. Two balls and a strike, the count. Julian Jones 0 for 2 was hit by 2 pitches in game 1. And he takes one downstairs, 3-1. And when you're talking Tyler Horner, you're going to give him the benefit of any doubt. A guy who's hoping to play ball for a living for a few years, somewhere down the road. As the pitch fouled off by Jones. Although he'll take that mechanical engineering degree that he's getting here at Oregon Tech and make some money that way too at some point. But the thought always is, hey, if you can play ball as long as you can, you take advantage of it. 3-2. Swung on again, fouled off the bat of Julian Jones. Yeah, glad he could join us here for game 4 of this series. We had a couple showers earlier today, but it is gorgeous now, despite the wind. 3-2. Swung on again, fought off by Julian Jones. It'll be the 8th pitch of this at bat. Corban got an unearned run in the first. Tech has gotten one back. 3-2. Curveball, strike 3 called on the outside corner. Nasty piece that time from Gonzalez for the first out of the inning.
Designated hitter, Matthew Ortiz.
We haven't looked at the big league scoreboard today. See how big brother for Matt Ortiz is doing. As the pitch to curveball for a strike. I also haven't looked to see what the other scores from the afternoon games around the league have going on today. We'll get caught up on all of those. As the toss to Ortiz, a curveball off the plate. Mariners and Blue Jays 3-3, that's in the 7th. Orioles at home leading the Reds 5-3 in the 5th. Gonzalez to the plate. That's a strike, a changeup. In the 6th, Cleveland in Pittsburgh leading 1-0. Mets in the 6th leading at home over the Cards 2-0. Dodgers 3-2 leader in Arlington against the Rangers. 1-2 to Matt Ortiz is a swing and a miss on a fastball. So back-to-back strikeouts by Josefan Gonzalez. Now it'll be up to Logan Macy.
Third baseman Logan Macy.
Logan Macy 1 for 3 in the opener today. Trying to deliver Tyler Horner from third base. And the pitch to the plate bounces in, ball 1. Red Sox and Rafael Devers 3-run homer. They lead in the 5th at home against the White Sox 3-0. Yankees a 6-1 lead over the Rays in the 4th in Tampa. As the toss to the plate, a curveball that's upstairs, and it's 2-0. Nationals 9, Rockies 2. That's in Denver. That's in the 5th. Later today, A's are at the Brewers, Padres and Astros, Twins and Braves. Angels are at home against the Giants. I know where Matt Ortiz is going to be tomorrow. As the toss to home plate bounces in. Matt Ortiz is going to be in Sacramento. Guarantee it. 4.5-hour drive to go watch Big Brother play. Wonder how many Oregon Tech players are going to join him. Count is 3 balls and no strikes to Logan Macy. And the pitch bounces in. That's going to get a run home. As Tyler Horner is going to trot in, and a run gives Tech the lead on the walk to Logan Macy. It's 2-1. The batter's Keanu Mizuta.
The left fielder Keanu Mizuta.
Mizuta saw the ball extremely well in game 1. Tripled, homer, drove in 4. As Gonzalez to home plate, and a fastball down and in for ball 1. Games that have gone final. Phillies knock off the Marlins 11-10. Tigers top the Royals in Detroit 3-1, and the Cubs win again. As that pitch bounces in again, and Macy read that one in the dirt and gets an extra 90. So he's in scoring position. Seiya Suzuki and Michael Busch with back-to-back home runs. Cubs are leading the Central early in the season. The count 2-0 to Mizuta, and the wild pitch puts the runner into scoring position with 2 outs. The pitch to Mizuta bounces in. Macy going to go to third. Read that one in, and Logan Macy reads that one in the dirt. And he takes third base. Got a huge secondary lead, did Macy, and with that ball in front of the plate, Pinkerton had no chance. So the count 3-0 to Keanu Mizuta. And the toss to him, that's ball 4. And another walk, which has been the Achilles heel this year for Gonzalez. And the batter's Calatam.
The center fielder Calatam.
So the hitter Calatam. He went 0 for 4 in game 1 with 3 strikeouts. This would be a great spot for him to try and get himself that batting average righted. And the curveball low again from Gonzalez. He has thrown 33 pitches here into the first. He has given up only 1 hit. But he has been working from the stretch from the get-go. 1-0. Outside again. 2-0 the count. Ty Blakely, who had 3 runs batted in yesterday in game 2, would be next if Tam reaches, as he takes a strike this time on the outer third. Mizuta at first, Logan Macy at third. And the 2-1. Low strike call to Tam. He didn't like it. And he looks and asks, okay, was it low? Where was it? What's the bottom of the zone? And when you're struggling at the plate like he is today, you don't want borderline calls to go against you. 2-2 pitch. It's a curveball, that one right down the middle. And the inning is over. Tech takes 2 to take the lead. On 1 hit, no errors, 2 left. We go to the second. Tech with a 2-1 lead.
Said I'm all about it. Yeah, I'm all about it. Said I'm all about it. Yeah, 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 yeah. Said I'm all about it. Yeah, I'm all about it. Said I'm all about it. Yeah, 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 yeah.
When you buy tires at Les Schwab, you're getting more than just tires. You're getting America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. So if something happens to your tire on the road, we'll fix it, or we'll replace it, no questions asked. Other places make you pay extra for that kind of protection, but at Les Schwab, it's included with every set of tires, because more warranty means less worry, and nobody stands by their tires like Les Schwab. Get more from Les.
So both teams score in the opening inning. We move to the second. 6, 7, and 8 for Corban against Carson Glavich. Working with a 2-1 lead. It's Lucas Mertlich, the batter. And he swings at a curveball. 0-1. Was talking earlier about track and field in game 1 as the Oregon Tech Invitational going on today. Is Glavich with a good curveball again, and it's 0-2. Tech with a couple winners at their own meet. Julia Ketchum in the pole vault. Season best mark for her. Nothing in 2 to Mertlich, and the pitch to him is fouled off. Logan Schertz wins the high jump. Sophia Small with a new PR to get a conference mark as Mertlich pops it up on the infield. And Carson Glavich just says, I'm going to do it myself. Usually don't like the pitcher doing that, but Lav didn't care. You can hear the dugout chammering. Pitchers are athletes, right? 1 out in the inning.
Shortstop Isaac Bateman.
The batter is Isaac Bateman. 1 for 5 in game 1 today, and he takes a curveball a little low. We'll have all the updates on track and field later today at OregonTechOwls.com as the count goes to 2-0. Women's 4x1 with a win for Tech. Men's 4x1 relay with a win with a new season best time. 2-0 pitch outside for ball 3. Corinne Childers wins the 15. Tyken Preston wins the 1,500 meters. Ava Blatchard wins the 400 for the Owls. The 3-0 pitch by Glavich is upstairs, and a 4-pitch walk to Bateman puts the tying run on for Jeremiah Pinkerton.
Catcher Jeremiah Pinkerton.
Sydney Soskus, two-sport athlete, wins the 100 meters for Tech. As the running event starting to get towards the end, as Glavich has missed with 5 in a row. Tucker Piper wins the 800 today as the fastball is there for strike. Lily Everson, a season best in the 400 hurdles, two-sport athlete for Tech as well. Glavich a throw over, trying to keep Bateman near the back. From the belt, 1-1 to the Corban catcher. I don't think he went, but they're going to say he did. Strike two. Looked off the plate, but the strike was called, and it's 1-2. Glavich will throw over one more time. Ryan Doherty with a PR, a time of 22:69 in the 200. So the track event's almost done. Field event's still going. There's Glavich's pitch, a swing and a miss on a good changeup. Came in on the hands that time and got Pinkerton to chase. First strikeout for Carson Glavich. There's 2 outs in the inning, and it's Mishan Cole, the hitter.
Center fielder Mishan Cole.
So a lefty-lefty matchup. Cole, a junior from Oakley, California. Played a bit in yesterday's game, was used as a courtesy runner in game 1 today. And the runner going to go, and the pitch, a high fly ball deep right. Jones going away back, he looks up, and that ball's gone. Mishan Cole, a 2-run homer over the right center field wall on the first pitch he saw from Carson Glavich. And Corban back on top, 3-2. Wind blowing straight out to right field, and for Cole, his second of the year. And Corban answers the 2 spot for Tech.
Left fielder Chase Elliott.
A little momentum coming out of the Warriors pit dugout. For Carson Glavich, it is the 7th home run he surrendered. That is tied for the team lead with Landon Cheney. And so the leadoff walk comes back to hurt him. Here in the second is Corban back on top. The delivery to the plate, a curveball off the corner to Elliott, ball 2. Elliott had a bunt single, moved around to second on a error and ended up scoring. And the pitch popped up into shallow right. Horner can't find it. Jones says he sees it, and he slides to make the catch to end the inning. But the 2-run homer by Cole gets Corban the lead back. 2 runs, 1 hit, nobody left. We go bottom of 2. It's Corban 3, Tech 2.
At Rogue Credit Union, we don't answer to shareholders. Instead, we return earnings back to our members. We know that we're stronger when we work together, and that's why we're invested here, living, giving, and supporting local. We're your friends and your neighbors. We know the needs of our communities. Being a part of Rogue means that our focus is on our members, and when you prosper, we prosper. See the credit union difference and how being a part of something smaller can have a bigger impact.
When you buy tires at Les Schwab, you're getting more than just tires. You're getting America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. So if something happens to your tire on the road, we'll fix it, or we'll replace it, no questions asked. Other places make you pay extra for that kind of protection, but at Les Schwab, it's included with every set of tires, because more warranty means less worry, and nobody stands by their tires like Les Schwab. Get more from Les.
So Corban with the lead at 3-2. Tech with 8-9-1 against Josefan Gonzalez. And his pitch to home plate spikes the fastball for ball one. Gonzalez effectively wild would be the term. When he can harness that big curveball and that fastball, seems like it's a good two-pitch mix. That looked off the plate, but it's called a strike. Can hear the Oregon Tech fans not liking that call. 1-1, same pitch. That one was a strike. And the count moves to 1-2. So now you're waiting for that slow curveball, and he's got the upper eights fastball that he can throw, which he did there, and it just missed low. Two balls, two strikes the count. Likely trying to be a good leadoff here in the second. The pitch to him outside and low for ball three. Tech had 3 walks and 3 strikeouts in the first inning. As Gonzalez threw 37 pitches to get the first 3 outs. Payoff to Blakely. Curveball, and he pulled the string. 1 out.
Second baseman Corey Siracusa.
Pretty good pitch that time by Gonzalez. And again, you're protecting against the fastball, and that curveball, tough one to try to fight off. So 1 out here in the inning. Corey Siracusa 3 for 4 in the opener. And the pitch to him is a pop-up into shallow right. Mertlick and Cole come a long, long way to go make that catch. He says, you're not catching the ball. I am. And Mishan Cole almost all the way into straightaway right field to make the play for the second out.
Shortstop Patrick Berry.
Patrick Berry walked and scored in the first. And the pitch to him outside and low. First non-strikeout out in the contest. Berry had 3 hits in game 1, including a 2-run triple. And he checks his swing on a fastball. They set a called strike. Big lockdown inning here for Gonzalez, trying to get some momentum with his team having taken the lead on the 2-run bomb out over the right center field wall by Mishan Cole. As Berry fouls that one in the box, and he's in a hole at nothing in 2, make it 1-2. Again, this is the series finale. Corban sits at 12-33 on the year. As the count moves to 2-2. Tech at 32-11. And when the season is done, how important would those 2 games that they didn't play against Hope International way back in February loom? As the pitch is right there for strike 3, and an easy inning for Josefan Gonzalez. We go to the third. Corban leading 3-2.
Hey, on the mountain we've got a saying. Get off your... Touchdown! Woo! Mountain Dew!
Experience is everything at Klamath Falls Toyota. Experience digital solutions like an online buying process, fast and easy. Estimate your payments. Nice. Value your trade-in and get pre-approved for financing. Do all the paperwork remotely. Choose in-person pickup or at-home delivery. We even offer airport pickup. Klamath Falls Toyota, where experience is everything.
Corban has a 3-2 lead. We move to the third here from Steen Sports Park on this windy, sunny Saturday afternoon. And Carson Glavich, bunt attempt by Miyazawa, and he offered. Strike one. We hope tomorrow everyone has a happy Easter. For so many years, I was calling the game on Easter Sunday as Miyazawa went around on a slider. During my years at College of Idaho, it seemed like every single season we had an Easter Sunday baseball game. I know Oregon Tech played in it many a time. 0-2 pitch. A little high to Miyazawa. And folks would go to a Sunday service. We'd have a huge Easter egg hunt on the field for the area youth, and then play baseball. As the count to 2-2. And the neat part about it was, back in those days, we would have a potluck with the team in the parking lot after the game. And so everybody still got to have your Easter dinner after the game happened, as it's popped up off the first base side foul and well out of play. And boy, sometimes those potlucks are better than making dinner yourself. You can get a little bit of everything. Two-two to Miyazawa. He went around. Second strikeout for Glavich. And he gets the leadoff man here in the third.
Third baseman Ryan Clay.
Ryan Clay, his first time up. Hit a base hit through the left side. Delivered a run that gave Corban a 1-0 lead at that point. Tech would counter with two in the bottom of the first, but then Cole hit a home run last inning. Ball and a strike, the count. Crowd's starting to get a little agitated. We're only in the third with the strike zone. 1-1. Swung on. That ball hit to fairly deep center, but playable. Kalatam battling the wind, the sun, and has it. That ball got up into the jet stream. 2 outs in the inning.
Second baseman Peyton Rickard.
Two outs, nobody on. Left-handed bat up there in Rickard. Glavich's pitch misses down low. Tech has been out hit in each of the last 2 games, but has come away with wins. As Rickard hits a chopper towards first, Horner will wait for the hop. No, they said it hit the batter. So they said it was off the foot of Rickard. He has had a rough series. Took a fastball off the inner part of the knee yesterday in game 2. It was Landon Chaney that hit him. In fact, he had to come out of the game for a moment. 1-1. And it's fouled off. Carson Glavich trying to work a 1-2-3 third. Blakely sets up inside. The pitch is inside and high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Tech expecting him to hit the ball to the right side, the delivery, and it's fouled off to the third base side. Oregon Tech is 14-1 here at home this year. They've clinched a winning season on their own diamond once again here in 2025. As the pitch by Glavich fouled off one more time. Next weekend will be the final 4 games here. Tech has been mathematically eliminated from winning the Cascade regular season title. They have a 3-game lead on Bushnell for the number 3 seed. Glavich's pitch swung on, popped up into shallow right center. Siracusa goes out. He can't get there. And another just bloop hit for the visitors from Salem. Just throwing the bat at the ball and getting success.
First baseman Drew DeMasi.
And that has been the thing all series long. The ball hit by Cole, that was hammered. But a lot of the other hits have just been fisted left and right as the pitch to DeMasi down and away. Glavich, a guy who will pitch to contact. We saw that last week. As the lefty's pitch fouled off. Gives up a little more than a hit per inning on the season. DeMasi in game 1 had a double. Glavich will throw over to first. As I mentioned, Tyler Horner playing at first here in game 2. Matt Ortiz getting the day off from playing in the field in the nightcap. 1-1. Fastball just off the outer third. It's 2 balls and a strike. Drew DeMasi hitting .265 on the year. And he takes a curveball there at the knees. Glavich is even the count at 2-2. Will they send the runner over there at first? He stays. Now he'll go, as it'll be a 3-ball, 2-strike pitch. With the left-handed bat of Lucas Mertlich on deck. Glavich's payoff pitch to DeMasi is a fastball, and it's fouled off one more time. Hey, my son's team got out of the first inning. I just kept watching, and it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 to nothing. There's on the inside, just missed. 2 on, 2 out, and Ricky Walker to have a chat. It was kind of like the ball game yesterday between Tech and Carroll in softball, in which the Lady Owls sent 19 batters to the plate in the first inning alone and scored 15 runs. And a couple folks said, hey, was that the most runs that Tech scored in an inning? And I said, let me look, but I don't think so. And I was completely right. 2022 at Carroll, same opponent, up in Helena. Lady Owls scored 17 in the second inning that day. Ended up winning that game 31-0. And you want to know how crazy sport is? That was game 1 of a doubleheader. Carroll won the nightcap 5-4.
Right fielder Lucas Mertlich.
That's how crazy sport can be. Lucas Mertlich 0 for 1. Runners in second and first, and the pitch to him, a fastball at the knees. Tech playing the percentages, having Barry playing closer towards the second base bag. It means Glavich probably going to pitch to the inner third. 2 looks back to second, now to the plate. Good slider. 0-2 the count to Mertlich. Glavich trying to put a 0 up on the board here in the third. The 0-2 pitch. Fastball, got him inning over. Way out in front of that one was Lucas Mertlich. No runs, a hit, 2 left. We go by. Tyler Horner will lead off the inning when we come back. Corban leading 3-2.
These days, you can eat about any kind of pizza in any kind of environment, and that's great. But at Abby's, our customers today want the same things our customers wanted way back in 1964. Delicious pizza, shared with family and friends in a fun, casual setting. If that sounds old-fashioned, that's sort of the point. From our 36 locations, Abby serves the kind of traditional pizza that traditions are made of. Good to the last slice. Abby's, a legendary pizza tradition. Yum.
Tech chasing a run here in the third, trailing 3-2 as Tyler Horner has the only hit for Tech so far today. As Josefan Gonzalez sees the pitch bounce in for ball 1. Take a look at a couple of the other scores around the league here in the inning. As College of Idaho, offenses finally broke out for them as Horner skies one to left. Waiting for it. And making the catch out there is Elliott for the first out. So Horner retired. That's 5 in a row retired by Gonzalez.
Right fielder Julian Jones.
So after a rocky first inning, Gonzalez has been able to keep Tech off balance. After throwing 37 pitches in the first, not many since. This curveball's a strike. And he is getting the benefit of that slow curveball that looks down and off the plate. Crowd not agreeing. As Jones late on a fastball as he fouls it off, and it's 0-2. College of Idaho in the fourth, leading Warner Pacific 11-1 in the nightcap. Lewis Clark State trailing at Bushnell 5-4. That's in the fifth. As a curveball, a called strike 3 to Jones. Big yacker. And Gonzalez with the strikeout.
Designated hitter Matt Ortiz.
In that Bushnell game, the Beacons have gotten 2-run homers from Will Hudler, I should say, and also Dylan Carson. Already 10 hits in the game for Bushnell. Garrett Bavacqua has a home run for LC. Ortiz struck out his first time up and takes the curveball for a strike. Arms and legs go everywhere with Josefan Gonzalez. And he brings the slow curveball and the good fastball. He threw the curveball again, and that ball's lined fair inside the bag. That's going to roll down into the corner. And Mertlich going to put his hands up. They're going to continue to run. Finally, he brings the ball into play. He thought that ball was out of play and then said no. We'll see where they will position Matt Ortiz when this is all said and done. Mertlich had his hands up saying, I couldn't find the ball, but it had just stopped and landed where the tarp was. And Matt Ortiz with a triple.
The third baseman, Logan Macy.
So can Logan Macy get him home with the tying run? And the pitch to the plate, a hard hit ground ball towards short. Bateman gets the friendly hop, and he throws him out to end the inning. Swinging at the first pitch was Macy. An easy ground ball ends the threat. No runs, a hit, one left. We're going to the fourth. Corban leading Tech 3-2.
Said I'm all about it. Yeah, I'm all about it. Said I'm all about it. Yeah, 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 yeah. Said I'm all about it. Yeah, I'm all about it. Said I'm all about it. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Papa Murphy's new cheesy stuffed crust pizza. Made fresh by us, baked fresh by you. Starting at $13.99, it's the hottest, meltiest stuffed crust pizza you'll ever have. Because it goes straight from our kitchen to yours. For fresh out of your oven, piping hot, cheesy goodness. It's what stuffed crust pizza should be.
Great crowd today up on the sun deck out over the right center field wall as Isaac Bateman swings at the first pitch and hammers one down into the left field corner, and he's going to get himself extra bases. Mazzuda's going to play it down there. Bateman's going to try for three, and he's going to be in there with a triple. My word. Not sure what happened down in the left field corner with Mazzuda. But thought, okay, it's going to be an easy double, and instead Bateman cruises all the way around to third. And so the Warriors in business here in the fourth, looking to add on.
Catcher Jeremiah Pinkerton.
3-2 Warriors, trying to salvage the final game as Jeremiah Pinkerton takes a pitch inside for a ball. UBC and Eastern about to start game 2 up in LeGrand. As a delivery, a curveball outside again. The count 2-0. Pinkerton struck out his first time up, and the toss by Glavich, a line drive to center field. That's going to get a run in. Tam will make the catch, tagging and scoring on the play. Will hustle home Isaac Bateman, and it's 4-2. Pinkerton with the sacrifice fly. And here's Mishan Cole, who homered.
Center fielder Mishan Cole.
Cole took a first pitch he saw and hammered it over the right center field wall, and now shows bunt and takes a pitch off the plate for ball 1. Corban 4 runs on 5 hits. Tech 2 runs, 2 hits, and an error. As the pitch by Glavich, low again. Again, we will join you next week, noon on Friday. As a toss to home plate, chopped towards second, Saracusa will make the play. 2 outs. And to the top of the order in Chase Elliott.
Left fielder Chase Elliott.
I believe it is 12 and 11 the games next week. I'm going to double check. Just to be on the safe side. With Tech having their home run dinner, their first pitch dinner, I should say, next Friday. That game time may be at 11. We'll double check. Oh, 1 from Glavich. That's high. It is scheduled for a noon start, according to what I see on the website. We'll double check with the skipper to make sure. As Glavich a fastball, that's there. And it's 1-2 to the leadoff batter in the Corban order. Elliott had a bunt single and scored in the first. He is 1 for 2 in Game 4 of the series as Glavich's pitch is grounded to second. Saracusa, good hop for him, and the out recorded. In the inning, a run on a hit, nobody left. We go bottom 4. Corban with their biggest lead of the weekend. It's 4-2 Warriors.
The cars we drive play an important part of our everyday. Whether we're going to work, dropping off the kids at school, or maybe even on that first date. Vehicles we drive play an important role in all of that. And that's why at Klamath Falls Subaru, we are so passionate about getting you the long-lasting vehicle that you will love. When you come to our store, you'll find that every department is dedicated to caring for our customers, which is why I can proudly send anyone here knowing that they will be treated like family. Stop by and say hi, because whether you've driven 1 mile or 1,000, when you come to Klamath Falls Subaru, you're coming home.
Papa Murphy's new cheesy stuffed crust pizza. Made fresh by us, baked fresh by you. Starting at $13.99, it's the hottest, meltiest stuffed crust pizza you'll ever have. Because it goes straight from our kitchen to yours. For fresh out of your oven, piping hot, cheesy goodness. It's what stuffed crust pizza should be.
Noah Owens has taken over in right field here in inning number 4 for Corban. As the batter, Keanu Mizuta for Tech, trailing 4-2. Gonzalez trying to put up another 0 as his curveball misses high. That's been his pitch that has been key for him today. He has had the strikeout game working as he misses with 3 straight to Keanu Mizuta. 6 strikeouts and 3 walks through 3 innings. There's a strike to Mizuta. Has the count to 3-1. Mizuta had a homer and a triple in game 1. And he swings and hits a fly ball down the line in left. Long run out there for the left fielder, Elliott, but he runs out of room. Gonzalez has thrown 63 pitches thus far. Keanu Mizuta hit the home run and the triple, both right-handed in game 1. The pitch. There's ball 4. So Tech with a base runner. The batter is Calatam. It looks like Tech will run for Mizuta. It'll be Dane Bradshaw, who may stay in the game.
The batter, the center fielder, Colatam. Pinch runner at first, number 1, Dane Bradshaw.
So it will be Bradshaw to run for Mizuta. Probably will stay in the game defensively. Showing bunt was Tam, and again, extended strike zone it seems like for Gonzalez. Glavich not getting the benefit of that pitch. It's the second time that pitch has been called a strike against Colatam. And the delivery, curveball, little looper to short, should be 2. They go to second, they get 1 there, the relay in time. And the struggles continue for Colatam today. 6:43 on the Twin Killing. 2 outs.
Catcher Ty Blakely.
The beauty for Tech, the fact we got a lot of baseball left to be played, but been a frustrating day for a couple of the guys, that's for sure. The pitch to Blakely is strike 1. And Gonzalez has just settled in after that really slow start for him. Blakely can't hold up. And so Corban throwing their best guy game 4. Never been a fan of that. Don't you want to go win game 1? But I'm not the skip, so I don't get to make those calls. Been a lot of times where a team that's not great in the win column try to go, okay, when can we win 1 game in a series? But don't you want to win all 4? 1-2. That's outside. Dugout trying to will the umpire to bring the right hand up. And if it had been called a strike, Tech fans probably would have been climbing on the backstop. 4-2 Corban. We are in the 4th. And Gonzalez to the plate. The count is full. With Corey Saracusa on deck. Ty Blakely right on top of the plate. Gonzalez delivers, and it's fouled off. Tech's had a couple pretty good at-bats on the day. Long ABs, even though a lot of them have ended in strikeouts. The delivery. Curveball upstairs for ball 4. Blakely was just waiting to find out, did I strike out or not? The batter will be Corey Saracusa.
Second baseman Corey Saracusa.
And Mike O'Daniel will be the runner over at first. And we'll see if they may send Mike. Try to get a runner into scoring position. O'Daniel had a couple stolen bases yesterday. And the pitch to Saracusa downstairs. For ball 1. Especially if you can go on a breaking ball, you got a good chance. O'Daniel fakes going, the fastball off the outside part of the plate again. Just that at-bat by Blakely huge because it's forcing Gonzalez to have to face another man here in this inning. And Corban does not want to have to go to their bullpen. The pitch to Saracusa, cut on and missed. Patrick Berry, the man on deck for Tech. Been limited to just 2 hits on the day. Runner goes this time. The pitch outside. Pinkerton's throw through to second on a hop. The tag. O'Daniel's out. Best throw we've seen from Jeremiah Pinkerton today. And everything that typically goes right for Tech not going their way in this one. We're through 4-2 Corban on the Owl Sports Network.
Hey, grab me 1-2.
The comfort of home has never been more important, which is why we're committed to delivering affordable, reliable power. Our reliability track record is 99.98%, and we're always working on new and better ways to go even further.
Joshua Miyazawa digs in to face Carson Glavich. Visitors half of the fifth inning. Corban trying to add to a 4-2 lead here in the series finale. And Miyazawa takes a strike. Warriors got 1 in the first, 2 in the second, and added 1 more in the fourth. As Glavich's pitch is a chopper hit in behind second, and they hit it through the shift. Base hit for Miyazawa. And for Corban, their 6th hit. And I can see Caden Melzer down in that Tech pen starting to stretch a bit.
Third baseman Ryan Clay.
But the pitching doesn't mean much if you can't score. That's been the problem for Tech here this afternoon in the nightcap. And showing bunt is Clay, and he fouls it off, strike 1. Owls have had a couple opportunities to add a run and have it. As that pitch lined to center. Bradshaw's got to come in. He'll make the catch. And having to hustle back to first base is Miyazawa. Play with a good piece that time, but Bradshaw, who stayed into the game and moved to center, Kalatan back to his typical left field spot, is out there.
Second baseman Peyton Rickard.
So allowed first out. Peyton Rickard, the batter, 1 for 2 in game 2. And the lefty's pitch popped up, shallow left. Who wants it? Kalatan has to dive to make the catch. You could hear him yelling, ball, ball. He called off Pat Berry and then had to make the diving play for the second out.
First baseman Drew DeMasi.
So it is Caden Melzer who is the first guy down there to start to loosen. Runner at first with 2 away, and the pitch to the plate, line to right. Backing up is Julian Jones to put it away. Leadoff single is all Corban gets. Halfway home in the series finale. Tech trails 4-2.
Hey, on the mountain we've got a saying. Get off your... Touchdown! Woo! Mountain Dew.
The cars we drive play an important part of our everyday. Whether we're going to work, dropping off the kids at school, or maybe even on that first date. Vehicles we drive play an important role in all of that. And that's why at Klamath Falls Subaru, we are so passionate about getting you the long-lasting vehicle that you will love. When you come to our store, you'll find that every department is dedicated to caring for our customers, which is why I can proudly send anyone here knowing that they will be treated like family. Stop by and say hi, because whether you've driven 1 mile or 1,000, when you come to Klamath Falls Subaru, you're coming home.
Here in the fifth, trailing by a score of 4-2, been limited to just 2 hits, both triples. One by Matt Ortiz, one by Tyler Horner. And Josefan Gonzalez's first pitch is skied to straightaway center field, but it's right at Mishan Cole. 1 out. It's exactly what Gonzalez wanted after a half inning, which he had to throw a bunch of pitches.
The shortstop, Patrick Berry.
Isn't that the way the game is sometimes? You square up on a ball and it ends up going right to a fielder, and sometimes you hit a little cue shot and it's a base hit. Pitch to Berry, shows bunt, and it's taken way high for a ball. Pat walked to lead off the ball game, came around to score on Tyler Horner's kangaroo hop triple out in right field. 1-0. Berry shows the bunt again, pulls it back, takes it low and outside. Looks like Carson Glavich will come back out for the 6th inning as the guys in the pen just throwing the football around. 2-0. That's fouled off by Berry. Opportunity here for Tech to try to win their 13th in a row. As Berry takes a curveball, hits it back up in behind the bag at second. Going to be a tough play to throw to first. They won't get the out there. And Berry with an infield single. It was slowed down just enough in behind the bag at second. And Berry was able to leg it out.
First baseman, Tyler Horner.
And Tyler Horner will represent the tying run. And Tyler Horner has the ability to tie it with one swing. When you talk about Tech winning 12 in a row, that's a huge number in the Oregon Tech baseball history when you look at things over the years. There were a lot of years where Tech didn't win 12 games in a season. As the toss to Horner is downstairs. And that's even recently. 2019 team only won 13 all year. 2014 team won 11. 2007 team just won 10 in a whole season. The pitch to Horner is a strike. And yet, this year's club on a 12-game heater. Runner at first with 1 out here in the 5th. They'll throw over to first, and Berry nearly had a chance to get to third. And a great job by DeMasi over there at first base. Keep that one in front of him. 1-1 to Horner. Curveball, double play ball again. right to short. They'll throw to first, and the inning is over. We go to the 6th. 4-2 Corban.
Experience is everything at Klamath Falls Toyota. Experience digital solutions like an online buying process, fast and easy. Estimate your payments. Nice. Value your trade-in and get pre-approved for financing. Do all the paperwork remotely. Choose in-person pickup or at-home delivery. We even offer airport pickup. Klamath Falls Toyota, where experience is everything.
When you buy tires at Les Schwab, you're getting more than just tires. You're getting America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. So if something happens to your tire on the road, we'll fix it, or we'll replace it, no questions asked. Other places make you pay extra for that kind of protection, but at Les Schwab, it's included with every set of tires, because more warranty means less worry, and nobody stands by their tires like Les Schwab. Get more from Les.
Leading off the Corban 6, right fielder Noah Owens.
Carson Glavage out for his 6th inning of work. Noah Owens to start things off for Corban. He takes a breaking ball off the outside edge. Ball 1. For Glavich, through 5 innings, he has thrown 73 pitches, 4 runs, 3 earned, 6 hits, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. And the pitch popped up towards third. Macy in foul territory makes the play. And the leadoff batter retired here in the 6th inning for Corban. But the story has been Josefan Gonzalez for the Warriors.
The shortstop, Isaac Bateman.
All Gonzalez has done is held the Oregon Tech offense in check. As he swings and misses, does Bateman, strike 1. 2 runs, 3 hits, 5 walks, 6 strikeouts. He has thrown 81 pitches through 5. Can Tech get to the bullpen and try to piece together a rally? But the key is, can Tech hold Corban down? Bateman 1 for 1 with a walk and 2 runs scored, and hits a line shot to left for a base hit. That one hit he had was a triple. That was back in the 4th. He is seeing the ball well. And a base hit here with 1 out.
Catcher Jeremiah Pinkerton.
7 hits for Corban on the afternoon. They had 15 in game 1. The Warriors have been the benefit of 2 double plays turned by their defense. As Pinkerton takes a strike. You can hear the wind gusting to right as Pinkerton hits a high fly ball deep left. Going back, Tam gets to the warning track, circles and makes the catch. Yesterday, that might have had a chance to get out, but not into the teeth of that wind, and there's 2 outs in the inning.
Center fielder Mishan Cole.
And the difference in this ball game is this guy, Mishan Cole. A 2-run homer to right center, back in the 2nd. On a hit and run, Sklavich's pitch is a strike. Mishan Cole. That home run was his first hit of the year. There's strike 2. I had thought he had hit a home run. He hadn't. He was 0 for 8 before that hit on the year. And that home run has given Corban the lead. 0-2 from Glavich, way outside. And Blakely trying to locate it and finally does. As I mentioned, we'll do it again on Friday. Bushnell in town. That'll be an entertaining series for sure. 1-2 from Glavich. Ground ball hit foul on the right side. Carson Glavich at 84 pitches. Caden Melzer tuning up. He'll be the first out of the pen, I believe, for Tech. 1-2. Fastball. Just low and away, I guess. Glavich thought he had the punch out. Would have been his fifth. 2-2. Now the count all the way full. And you got the leadoff man waiting on deck. This is a big pitch for Carson Glavich. Bateman will be off and moving on the pitch. And the delivery. That's ball 4. Is that it for Carson Glavich? We'll watch the Tech bullpen. We'll watch the Tech dugout. And we see the skip on his way out. And will they go down and get Caden Melzer to face the leadoff man of the order in Chase Elliott to try and get the final out here in inning number 6. And we'll see if they'll take the ball away from Carson Glavich or not. It is a right-hand batter in the form of Elliott set to come up. Elliott so far today had a bunt single in 3 at-bats. And they will stick with Glavich to try and go get Elliott. Corban is out, hit Tech 7-3.
Left fielder Chase Elliott.
So Bateman the runner at second, Cole the runner at first. An opportunity here for Elliott, who is 2 for 7 on the day. And the pitch by Glavich is fouled off. Macy, the third baseman, guarding the line. Big leads at both first and second for the Warriors. 0-1. Change up, high and away. And the count at a ball and a strike. They're in the second in LeGrand. British Columbia leading Eastern 3-2. LC State has gone ahead in Springfield against Bushnell. 1-1. Swung on, base hit into right. Runner going to try to score on Jones. Here comes Julian. No, they will not. They'll hold the runner there. Wow. They do not try and run on Julian Jones's arm. And that will be it for Carson Glavich. Joshua Miyazawa, a left-hand batter, due up. And Tech going to go down and get the hard-throwing right-hander Caden Melzer to try to get out of this bases-loaded jam here in the 6th. Corban threatening to break the game open, and while the change is made, we'll take this timeout.
Attention please, now pitching for Oregon Tech. Number 26, right-hander Caden Melzer.
The new pitcher for Oregon Tech is right-hander Caden Melzer. And for Melzer, he will be making appearance number 10 on the year. 2-2 record with a 7.27 ERA. He has 2 saves. In 17 1/3 innings, 14 earned runs, 17 hits, 9 walks, 16 strikeouts. Opposing hitters hitting .250 against the hard-throwing right-hander from Olympia, Washington. He will face the left-handed bat of Joshua Miyazawa. With 2 outs and the bases loaded. The line on Glavich, 5 2/3, 3 earned runs, 8 hits, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts. All 3 runners on base belong to him. And so it's Melzer's job to try to get a difficult batter in Joshua Miyazawa.
The designated hitter, Joshua Miyazawa.
And so Miyazawa with an opportunity here to break the game wide open. Miyazawa 1 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. And the pitch by Melzer, just off the outside corner, ball 1. Interesting, they didn't play the percentages with Glavich against the left-handed bat. 1-0. That's a strike. Especially since Miyazawa fanned the last 2 times against Glavich. But they said, we're going to go to the hard-throwing righty. 1-1. Swung on, popped up, shallow left. That'll be Tam to make the catch, and that will end the inning. No runs for Corban. On 2 hits, they leave 3. We go bottom 6, still 4-2 Corban.
At Rogue Credit Union, we don't answer to shareholders. Instead, we return earnings back to our members. We know that we're stronger when we work together, and that's why we're invested here, living, giving, and supporting local. We're your friends and your neighbors. We know the needs of our communities. Being a part of Rogue means that our focus is on our members, and when you prosper, we prosper. See the credit union difference and how being a part of something smaller can have a bigger impact.
Experience is everything at Klamath Falls Toyota. Experience digital solutions like an online buying process, fast and easy. Estimate your payments. Nice. Value your trade-in and get pre-approved for financing. Do all the paperwork remotely. Choose in-person pickup or at-home delivery. We even offer airport pickup. Klamath Falls Toyota, where experience is everything.
How important will it come back to hurt Corban, them not trying to send the runner on that base hit with 2 outs and challenge the arm of Julian Jones? Whether or not Jones would have thrown him out at home plate's one thing. But then you get the pop-up and the inning was over. And here's Julian Jones. And now can Tech try to take some momentum? They have not had momentum in this game at all. Jones struck out on a changeup his last time up. Gonzalez has thrown 82 pitches. And the pitch a curveball, that's a strike. 5 walks, 6 strikeouts for Josefan Gonzalez. And I know that Ryan Harris is going to trot him out there all day if need be, as that pitch skied foul off the bat of Julian Jones. Every time Gonzalez throws that fastball, you can hear him grunt. Reminds me of a tennis player with a return. And when you're watching a tennis match and you hear that sound, you can hear it right there. Wonder if he does that when he throws the curveball. Which we'll probably see right here. We'll find out. He does, and that pitch skied to center. Mishan Cole has been doing a great job out there today, and he makes the catch for the first out.
Designated hitter Matt Ortiz.
Tech has been limited to just 3 hits. One of them a triple by this guy, Matthew Ortiz. And the pitch to him, a curveball for strike 1. Gonzalez has a complete game this year as he buries the fastball. His wins this year came against Warner Pacific and against Simpson. He threw a 1-hitter against Simpson. As weaving in a pitch out of the zone was Matt Ortiz. And they'll complete the out at first base. That was a tough pitch sequence for Matt Ortiz. 2 outs in the inning.
Third baseman Logan Macy.
It just seems like Tech just needing to get base runners. As the pitch to Logan Macy, a little low. Though they had base runners, and they've been erased on double play balls. Macy had a ground ball with a runner at third and 2 outs. That was back in the 4th. It's the count to 2-0. College of Idaho in the 6th, leading Warner Pacific 16-5. Count to 3-0. And UBC leading at Eastern Oregon 3-2 in the 4th. And it looks like Gonzalez lost his pitch com. And it looks like the skip gonna exchange the pitch com with Gonzalez. Boy, technology is fun. It was always fun when you had to use the sequence with the pitcher catcher getting it. Then all of a sudden there was the number sequence you would hear yelled. So you had to deal with number sequence. You'd sometimes hear that from a third base coach, and everybody had the wristband. Now it's pitch com or anything from the dugout. And there's ball 4 to Macy. So Tech will bring the tying run to the plate in the form of now center fielder Dane Bradshaw.
Center fielder Dane Bradshaw.
So Bradshaw to hit in Mizuda's spot. After entering the game as a pinch runner his last time up. Dane with a couple home runs on the year. But it's going to take something to get a ball out. Gonzalez from the stretch. And it's pitched to Bradshaw way outside for ball 1. Still a ton of baseball left to be played here this afternoon. And I believe the umpire is warning Gonzalez about going to his mouth on the mound. That's exactly what it was. Went to his mouth, did not wipe it off before grabbing the ball. And if he does that again, it will be an automatic ball. The pitch to Bradshaw, fouled straight back into the screen. Carson Glavich will not pick up win number 7. He is hoping to avoid loss number 2. Bullpen trying to pick him up. Offense trying to pick him up. 1-1. Bradshaw fouls it off the right field side. We are in the last of the 6th. Corban leading 4-2. Tech had an early lead at 2-1. But Michon Cole's first hit of the season, a 2-run homer, has given the Warriors the lead. 1-2 to Bradshaw. Curveball, swing and a miss. They'll have to complete the out over at first, and they will. In the inning, no runs, no hits, and 1 left. To the 7th we go. Corban leading Tech 4-2.
These days, you can eat about any kind of pizza in any kind of environment, and that's great. But at Abby's, our customers today want the same things our customers wanted way back in 1964. Delicious pizza, shared with family and friends in a fun, casual setting. If that sounds old-fashioned, that's sort of the point. From our 36 locations, Abby serves the kind of traditional pizza that traditions are made of. Good to the last slice. Abby's, a legendary pizza tradition. Yum.
Said I'm all about it. Yeah, I'm all about it. Said I'm all about it. Yeah, 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 yeah. Said I'm all about it. Yeah, I'm all about it. Said I'm all about it. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Glad you could join us here this afternoon as we are headed to the 7th inning, and Ryan Clare swings at the first pitch. Popped up near the dugout, and Logan Macy can't make the catch right in front of the Tech dugout. For now, that will be a strike. But if Clay is able to reach, it will end up being an error. We'll find out. 0-1 pitch. That's strike 2. No reason to hurt someone's fielding percentage if the out is ended up making, but you don't want to hurt the pitcher either. The delivery is fouled off. Big inning here for Tech. Got to keep putting zeros up and hope that the offense is going to find a way against Joseph and Gonzalez, who has been outstanding. Melzer's pitch, swing and a miss, 1 out. First K in relief for Caden Melzer. Good changeup away for him there.
The second baseman, Peyton Rickard.
Peyton Rickard this afternoon, 1 for 3. Corban has out-hit Tech 8-3. And the righty's pitch a little low. Ball 1. Melzer again. Good changeup on the outer third. Corban got an unearned run in the first, got the home run in the second. And then a leadoff triple by Bateman in the fourth, and he scored on a ground out. 2-1. outs. 3-1 now to Rickard. That wind continuing to gust as the fastball catches the outside edge. See if he can get him with 3-2. Just off the outside edge. And a 5-pitch, make it a 6-pitch walk to Rickard. That's a big runner over there at first base for the Warriors.
First baseman Drew DeMasi.
In the Tech bullpen, Isaac Hill, I believe Riley Cronin are down there, both throwing. The pitch to DeMasi is a ground ball hit left side, snared by Macy. He'll go to second. It's dropped by Siracusa. Macy at first couldn't get the ball out of his glove, then made the throw to Siracusa and he couldn't squeeze it. Rare error for Tech.
Right fielder Noah Owens.
So DeMasi reaches on the fielder's choice. Big spot here for the Warriors. Melzer a long way to the plate he comes and misses downstairs. First and second with one out. Can Tech get a 2-ball and get out of the inning? Delivery to Owens. Swung on, slow roller, hit to first. Only play is to first for Horner. But now 2 in scoring position for Corban with 2 outs. And it's Bateman who's had a good day.
The shortstop Isaac Bateman.
Tech should be out of this inning. Bateman has singled, he has tripled, he has walked, he's scored twice. First time against Melzer though, and the pitch is foul tipped out of the glove of Ty Blakely. Strike 1. DeMasi is at second. Rickard at third. 0-1. Breaking ball up and in. A ball and a strike. The count. On a Saturday afternoon in Klamath Falls. 1-1. Low and outside. The catcher Jeremiah Pinkerton waits on deck. First base is open with 2 away. So there is a little wiggle room for Tech if they need it. 2-1. Fastball chopped to third. Macy has it. Throws across. Gets the out. Side retired. Melzer does his job. In the inning. No runs, no hits, 1 error, 2 left. Stretch time here in game 2. Corban still leading 4-2.
The cars we drive play an important part of our everyday. Whether we're going to work, dropping off the kids at school, or maybe even on that first date. Vehicles we drive play an important role in all of that. And that's why at Klamath Falls Subaru, we are so passionate about getting you the long-lasting vehicle that you will love. When you come to our store, you'll find that every department is dedicated to caring for our customers, which is why I can proudly send anyone here knowing that they will be treated like family. Stop by and say hi, because whether you've driven 1 mile or 1,000, when you come to Klamath Falls Subaru, you're coming home.
The comfort of home has never been more important, which is why we're committed to delivering affordable, reliable power. Our reliability track record is 99.98%, and we're always working on new and better ways to go even further.
Bottom third of the order for Tech here, chasing a couple. Trailing 4-2 as Gonzalez has limited Tech to just 3 hits through 6 innings. And his 100th pitch of the day is a strike. There is a couple guys starting to stretch in the pen for the Warriors just in case. It's the 0-1 to Colatam. He swings and hits a pop-up shallow center. Cole coming in, looking up into the midday sky, and he's got it for the out. And Colatam still hitless on the afternoon. And it looks like it will not be Ty Blakely to hit here. It's going to be Landon Cheney.
Attention please, pinch hitting for Tech, number 3, Landon Cheney.
So Landon Cheney, two-way player for the Owls, will get a pinch hit opportunity. I was talking with Lando before the game. We asked him, you think you're going to get an AB? He goes, I hope so. So here's Landon Cheney to pinch hit. Tech trying to get something started. He takes one way high for a ball. Landon Cheney, 294 hitter with 3 runs batted in. 5 for 17, a walk and 7 strikeouts. Got a win yesterday in game 2 on the mound. And he's got the count his way at 2-0. The key here is to try to make Gonzalez continue to work. Caden Melzer's done his job in the pen. The toss to Cheney, swings and fouls it straight back. Corban going to have to go through the meat of the Tech order at least one more time. The Owls have scored 10 or more runs in 7 straight games. They've been held to 3 hits through 6. 2-1, swing and a miss. Foul tipped out of the glove of Pinkerton. 8 strikeouts on the day for Josefan Gonzalez. Landon Cheney, 2A Player of the Year in the state of Idaho his senior season. Led Nampa Christian to a state title. Closed stance, 2-2. Swung on, fouled off. Corey Saracusa will be next. Tech got both of their runs in the first. They've had a couple base runners since, but 2 double play balls behind Gonzalez has helped as the count is full. For the Hustlin' Owls, they just need base runners. They've also had a base runner cut down trying to steal. Payoff to Cheney. He held up. Ball 4. The batter is Corey Saracusa. And I believe Cheney will get lifted. They'll re-enter the catcher. And then they'll use the courtesy. So that is indeed what they will do. Blakely is going to come back in. And now they will bring O'Daniel in to run. So that will be the go. So it will be Mike O'Daniel, who was caught stealing earlier in the game, to go out and run over at first. And now the umpires are going to try to discuss this one. So they pinch hit for the catcher. They re-entered the catcher. And now they bring the courtesy runner in. So there's nothing crazy about that. And so they're trying to figure out, okay, well, what's going on here? I think the umpires are forgetting about the courtesy runner rule in the NAI. I've seen this a million times in college baseball, at least the NAI level. I think the umpire crew trying to figure out exactly what the issue here, but it's straightforward. As Cheney pinch hit for the catcher, Ty Blakely. Drew the walk. They re-enter Blakely into the game. And then now they'll put the courtesy runner back in for the catcher. It's like a long replay delay at the NCAA tournament where you're just waiting for it. So we'll see what the umpires decide to do. We'll wait to see what they decide. So they're trying to figure out, hey, what can they do this or what can they do that? I wonder if they've ever seen that, they pinch hit for the catcher. I can say in my 25 plus years of being around NAI baseball, I'm not a fan of the courtesy runner rule. It's the speed up rule. But this is straightforward. And now Ricky Walker's coming over and going to have to clarify for them what the issue is. And the umpires are like, well, what are you talking about? And Ricky Walker's going, I pinch hit for my catcher. He reached. I'm re-entering my catcher as he's never been re-entered for. And now I'm putting in O'Daniel, who has been my courtesy runner the entire day, for my catcher. And all the while, with one out here in the inning, Josefan Gonzalez just standing out there on the hill. I think Ricky Walker is having to do the Cliff Notes version of, hey, this is what we're doing. And it seems like it's a very simple decision. And yet the plate umpire having an issue with it. I may have to go over to the PA and explain the situation to the umpire crew.
Re-entering the game for Oregon Tech is the catcher, number 7, Ty Blakely. Courtesy runner at first base for the catcher is number 33, Michael O'Daniel.
So I'm going to try to help the umpire crew out. And Ricky Walker not getting the explanation that he wants. And all the while, I can look at the Corban side of things. There's skipper Ryan Harris standing on the warning track going, I'm going to let this all go, but let's play ball. Nothing egregious about this. And Ricky Walker not getting the determination that he wants. And the question being now is, what are they going to try to do or say? And the umpire's still waiting around. And finally, they're kind of to make a play towards the home plate area. Corey Saracusa waiting to hit. And finally, I think we're going to play ball. And it's going to be Saracusa to bat.
The second baseman, Corey Saracusa.
And all the while, Gonzalez just standing out there for the longest time. And I wonder if me going over the PA and explaining what the heck was going on might have helped the situation. Hope it didn't hurt. As the pitch taken off the plate for a ball. Tech needing base runners, trailing 4-2. Pat Barry waits on deck. The pitch to Saracusa. That's low again. So after the long delay, Gonzalez, who has thrown 108 pitches, has missed with his first 2. So O'Daniel is over at first base. Big shift there, and now stepping off the back of the mound is Gonzalez. Looking into the Corban bullpen, I do not see anyone throwing. 2-0. Check swing. It looked like he went around and did. Strike 1. Corey Saracusa, 3 hits in the opener. In this one, he is 0 for 2. And the pitch to him, that's low. 3-1. And Tech has their big hitters to follow. The Berries, the Horners, the Joneses. And Tech would love an opportunity with men in scoring position for them. Big spot here for Saracusa. 3-1, that's ball 4. So after the long delay, first and second, and 1 out. And Pat Barry, the batter.
Shortstop Patrick Berry.
And so they'll have a conversation on the mound. As Pat Barry comes up representing the go-ahead run in the contest. Barry here in the nightcap is 1 for 2. He has singled, he has walked, he has scored 1 of the 2 runs. And Tech with good speed on the base pass. And trying to will their way back in this contest. Elsewhere in the league, College of Idaho 2 outs away from a victory, leading Warner Pacific 18-5 in the series finale. Bushnell, bottom of the 8th inning, leading Lewis Clark State by a score of 7-6. And they're in the 4th, Eastern Oregon and UBC 4-3 in favor of the T-Birds. Now you're caught up on all your scores. Gonzalez has thrown 111 pitches. That wind is gusting straight out to right. From the stretch, corners coming in, and the pitch to the plate, that's low. Ball 1. Gonzalez looks extremely uncomfortable out there. Pinkerton on that short hop, I think his pitch comm came off. On this cool Saturday afternoon at the ballpark, we've seen both pitcher and catcher lose their pitch count. Good speed on the base pass for Tech. And the pitch to Barry, that's outside. 2-0. There is movement in the Corban pen behind Josefan Gonzalez, who has been outstanding this afternoon. 2-0 to the plate. That's inside and low again. And a wide one here would load him for the reigning conference most valuable player. And I would think Barry taking 1, potentially 2. The 3-0 shows bunt. It's a high strike called to Barry. That looked above the letters. Do you dare send the runners 3-1? They do not. And the pitch slide through the right side of base hit. O'Daniel around third. He's going to score. Heading to third goes Corey Saracusa. Tech within a run. Patrick Barry, a scorch line drive through the right side. And we got ourselves a one-run ball game. It is now Corban 4 and Tech 3, and that will do it for Gonzalez. The change will be made here in Klamath Falls. And while the change is made, we take this timeout.
At Oregon Tech in Klamath Falls, we produce some of the highest paid graduates in the state. We also have a competitive athletic program, all-season recreational opportunities, a thriving student life, and an average student-to-teacher ratio of 14:1. Get more out of your college experience with Oregon Tech in Klamath Falls.
The comfort of home has never been more important, which is why we're committed to delivering affordable, reliable power. Our reliability track record is 99.98%, and we're always working on new and better ways to go even further.
The new pitcher for Corban is left-hander Tanner Bowe, who we saw yesterday during Game 2 of the series. And for Tanner Bowe on the season, he'll make his 14th appearance. No record, a 7.61 ERA. In 23 2/3 innings, Bowe has allowed 20 earned runs, 20 hits, 19 walks, and 14 strikeouts. He'll enter the game with a tying run and Corey Saracusa standing 90 feet away. The go-ahead run for Tech and Pat Berry standing over at first base. As the Owls get the Patrick Berry RBI single here in the bottom of the 7th inning to pull within a run. And what an outing today by Gonzalez. He goes 6 1/3, 3 runs, 4 hits, 8 walks, 8 strikeouts. He will win it if the bullpen for the Warriors can hold this lead. The batter will be Tyler Horner. And can Tyler Horner come through when he needs to? Grounded into a double play. His last time up. And now for Big Ty. The opportunity right here to come through in a huge spot.
The plate for Oregon Tech, the first baseman, Tyler Horner.
No better guy if you're an Oregon Tech fan to have come up to the plate. First and third with 1 out. Horner tripled in a run back in the first. Lefty-lefty matchup. And Bowe's pitch, a curveball low. So a completely different philosophy. You're facing the upper 80s fastball of Gonzalez, and now you get the crafty southpaw with a lefty-lefty matchup. And Bowe's pitch, a changeup for a strike. And the count evens at 1-1. A deep fly ball would get Tech even and get Carson Glavich off the hook. 1-1. Low and inside. 2 balls and a strike. Tyler Horner has a triple in both ends of this doubleheader. Go ahead run at first, and they'll get a throw over to first base. And Demasi had a little trouble seeing it, looking straight into the sun that's peeking out over behind the third base bleachers. Tyler Horner has had a huge season. He takes one on the outside corner, a low strike. It's 2-2. Horner 57 RBI, 17 doubles, 4 triples, 13 homers, 2-2 to him, outside and low. Do you send Pat Berry 3-2? Do you trust Horner to put a ball in play? We're about to find out. Big pitch right here for Bowe. Runner stays. The pitch to Horner. Swung on, a little blooper. Shallow right field. That's going to drop. To third comes Barry. They will hold him on a Tyler Horner game-tying double. It's a 4-4 ball game. Inside changeup right on the hands of Turner. And I think that might be it for Bo. That wasn't a bad pitch, in on the hands, and Horner just muscled that one into right. Gonzalez gets a no decision. And the Warriors going to go to their bullpen again. And while the change is made once again here in Klamath Falls, we'll take this time out.
Oregon Tech in Klamath Falls is the home of Oregon's Polytechnic University. We offer hands-on experience from day one in our real-world teaching labs, and we produce some of the highest-paid graduates in the state, entering some of the most exciting and in-demand fields in STEM and healthcare. But did you know, we also have one of the most competitive athletic programs in the NAIA's Cascade Conference, all-season recreational opportunities, a thriving student life, and an average student-to-teacher ratio of 14-1. Get more out of your college experience with Oregon Tech in Klamath Falls.
New pitcher for Corban is right-hander Eddie Gould, who will make his team-leading 17th appearance on the season. Gould, a sophomore from Toutle, Washington. And he pitched at Grays Harbor Community College for the Chokers. And for Gould, 2-0 with a .596 ERA, 22 innings of work, 15 earned runs, 22 hits, 9 walks, and 12 strikeouts. He'll inherit runners at second and third and 1 out, as Tech has gotten back-to-back big hits. The batter is Julian Jones.
The right fielder, Julian Jones.
So 2 in the inning for Tech. They've been able to tie it. Can they take the lead here in the later innings? And Corban going to bring the infield in. Julian Jones on the afternoon is 0 for 3. The side arbor in there in gold, and the pitch to Jones, a curveball hit foul off the third base side. Sacrifice fly would work. Tech just trying to somehow get those 2 guys that are on the base paths home. Try to get the lead. Long pause in the delivery. Swung on, fouled off by Julian Jones, and on deck stands Matthew Ortiz. Interesting that they didn't walk Jones to put the force on. They'll take their chances. Eddie Gould to the plate with a 0-2 pitch. Curveball swung on, popped up into shallow right. Long run. It'll be caught. They're going to think about tagging the runner. They do not. Throw comes all the way through home, and it'll be Matt Ortiz's chance. A good throw that time by Owens. So Jones can't deliver.
Designated hitter Matthew Ortiz.
So Matt Ortiz, 1 for 3 with a couple strikeouts. Go ahead run 90 feet away. Wild pitch could score a run. Now the infield can play back. Gould to home plate. Slider high. They do have first base open if need be. We're in the last of the 7th in a 4-4 ball game. 1-0. That's at the knees. That's a called strike. Barry had an RBI single. Horner, a game-tying RBI double. They're out at second and third. 1-1 to Ortiz. Swung on, fly ball, fairly deep center. Cole drifts back. He's got room. He gets there, and the side is retired. But not before Tech gets 2 to tie it. 2 runs, 2 hits, 2 left. Brand new ball game as we go to the 8th, all tied at 4.
Experience is everything at Klamath Falls Toyota. Experience digital solutions like an online buying process, fast and easy. Estimate your payments. Nice. Value your trade-in and get pre-approved for financing. Do all the paperwork remotely. Choose in-person pickup or at-home delivery. We even offer airport pickup. Klamath Falls Toyota, where experience is everything.
These days, you can eat about any kind of pizza in any kind of environment, and that's great. But at Abby's, our customers today want the same things our customers wanted way back in 1964. Delicious pizza, shared with family and friends in a fun, casual setting. If that sounds old-fashioned, that's sort of the point. From our 36 locations, Abby serves the kind of traditional pizza that traditions are made of. Good to the last slice. Abby's, a legendary pizza tradition. Yum.
Top of the 8th inning here, business end of things from Steen Sports Park at a 4-4 ball game. Caden Melzer, first pitch fastball, brushes back Jeremiah Pinkerton for ball 1. Melzer, after that long half inning, trying to put up a 0 here. As a delivery, a swing and a miss, good change. Tech will have in their 8th, Macy, Bradshaw, and Tam due up. As the pitch, slow roller, hit third base side and foul. So the game now Gold's, and the game is now Melzer's. Kind of similar to that game against Warner Pacific last week, in which Tech was able to walk it off in the 9th, as Melzer's fastball high and tight to Pinkerton. Pinkerton 0 for 2. With an RBI ground out. 1 delivery, swing and a miss, got him. Melzer the punch out. For Caden Melzer, in relief, strikeout number 2. And there's 1 out here in the Corban 8th.
Center fielder Mishan Cole.
Mishan Cole, his first hit in a Warrior uniform, left the yard. It was a 2-run homer back in the 2nd, and he shows bunt, and he pulls the bat back and takes one upstairs, make it downstairs for ball 1. Looks like Riley Cronin starting to loosen in the Tech pen. Behind Melzer. Cole will drop it down. Melzer, steady, slings it, gets the out. 2 away. To the top of the order, and Chase Elliott.
Left fielder Chase Elliott.
4 runs, 5 hits, 2 errors for Tech. 4 runs, 8 hits, no errors for Corban. Elliott is 2 for 4. And he swings through a good breaking ball. Strike 1. Can Tech piece a rally together in the 8th? So quickly, it's 0-2. Melzer hoping for a lockdown 8th inning. The delivery to Elliott. Did he go? They say no. Blakely thought he did. Just holding up was Chase Elliott. The young man from Hermiston. The delivery. He went around that time. The inning is over. 1-2-3-8 for Caden Melzer. Now it's time for the Bats to try and take the lead in a 4-4 tie.
At Rogue Credit Union, we don't answer to shareholders. Instead, we return earnings back to our members. We know that we're stronger when we work together, and that's why we're invested here, living, giving, and supporting local. We're your friends and your neighbors. We know the needs of our communities. Being a part of Rogue means that our focus is on our members, and when you prosper, we prosper. See the credit union difference and how being a part of something smaller can have a bigger impact.
Battle of bullpens now. In a 4-4 tie, last of the 8th. As Tech trying to rally to complete a series sweep of Corban. Eddie Gold into his first inning of work. And he will face Logan Macy to start the inning off. And the side-arming right-hander to the plate. And it's a slider for a strike. And when you've been facing that hard fastball in the upper 80s, near 90 from Gonzalez, and now you see the soft stuff, it is completely different. 0-1. Missed the outside edge. Tech needing a base runner, that's the key. You get a base runner, anything can happen, especially Macy, as slow as he is to the plate, someone you could run on if you had to. 1-1. Logan takes a strike, change up inside edge, it's 1-2. Logan Macy here in game 2 has walked twice. Officially, he is 0 for 1. And the 1-ball, 2-strike delivery is a slow change up, line to right, a base hit. What a piece of hitting that time by Macy. Just stayed back and muscled that ball into right center field. That was a slow changeup. But he pieced it together, and Tech has the go-ahead run aboard.
Center fielder Dane Bradshaw.
And now can Dane Bradshaw get a bunt down? You know, and here's where you start thinking, it's like, okay, do you use Mike O'Daniel maybe to run for Macy, even though Macy's not the slowest runner, but not the fastest either. The question is, can Bradshaw get a bunt down? You would think that's the situation. And the pitch, he shows the bunt, he drops it down. It'll be the catcher to pick it up. He'll sidearm to first. It's going down the right field line. To third base comes Macy. He will be held there, and Tech has him at second and third, and nobody out here in the inning. It'll be a sacrifice for Bradshaw, the throwing error by Pinkerton. And Tech in business.
The left fielder, Kala Tam.
A huge opportunity for the good guys. And what a spot for Colatam. He has struggled all day long. And can this be his moment? As they'll go out to the mound. And and discuss how to play it. All the while down there in the Tech bullpen, nobody throwing at the present time. So second and third, and nobody out here in the eighth for Tech. College of Idaho has swept a doubleheader with Warner Pacific, winning the nightcap today, 18-8. Lewis Clark State has pulled even in the ninth at Corban, at Bushnell. Ike George with an RBI single. It is an 8-8 ball game there in Springfield. British Columbia leading in the fifth against Eastern Oregon, 9-3. So Colatam will be the batter. A guy who can handle the bat. Remember, it was Tech the other day had a squeeze bunt. You wouldn't squeeze bunt against the drawn-in infield. Tam trying to get a ball to the outfield. And Gold's pitch. Swung on a drive to center field. That should do it. It's dropping fast, coming in, sliding, catch made. It won't matter. Tagging comes Macy. He will score, and Tech has the lead. It is a 5-4 Oregon Tech lead. A sacrifice fly on the sliding catch made out in center by Cole. And again, a great job that time by Colatam to get the job done.
The catcher, Ty Blakely.
Corban appealed it, but they said that Logan Macy did not leave early. So the sacrifice fly works. Ty Blakely trying to add on. Tech leading 5-4. The pitch down and away. And Tam swung at the first pitch. I thought the ball was hit a lot deeper than it was. And it was a sliding catch made by Owens. But Macy did a good job of tagging and scoring to give Tech the lead back. And the righty's pitch, Blakely fouls it straight back into the screen. So the error on the throw by Pinkerton looms large, as Oregon Tech has regained the lead for the first time since the first inning. Getting 2 in the 7th and now 1 here in the 8th. And after a long pause, the pitch to Blakely misses down low. If you're Corban, you got to get these two guys because you do not want Berry and Horner to come back up. They were the two last inning that got Tech even. 2-1 to Blakely. That's a little low. 3 balls and a strike. And now time called for a moment. They'll look back to second. Hitters count for Ty Blakely. (3-1). That one hit him. First and second, and 1 out. The batter will be Corey Siracusa. You could hear Blakely making some noise.
The second baseman, Corey Siracusa.
And they'll run Mike O'Daniel for the catcher again. So Tech with good speed on the base paths. And Corey Siracusa, who walked and scored last inning, trying to come through in the clutch. And the pitch to Siracusa, just barely hitting his front shoulder. Ball 1. 5 runs, 6 hits, 2 errors for Tech. 4 runs, 8 hits, 1 error for Corban. Tech is taking the lead here in the 8th. The 1-0 to Corey Syracuse is a swing and a hard hit ground ball. That's fair inside the bag down into the left field corner. Bradshaw's going to score. Right behind him comes Mike O'Daniel. Corey Syracuse does it again. It's 7-4. Ryan Clay thought it was a foul ball. Looked fair from up here. And Tech has gotten themselves a 3-run lead with Pat Berry coming to the plate.
The shortstop, Patrick Berry.
Corey Syracuse inside out of the swing and got it past the third baseman. Drives in a pair. And now here's Berry. Still only one out of the inning. The toss to Pat, fouled off. Strike one. No ball, 1 strike pitch to the Tech shortstop. That's low and away. Doing a little cleanup in the box score right now. The run scored by Bradshaw here in the inning is unearned. One. They'll back pick to second, but Syracuse read it all the way. Tech with a 3-run 8th against the Corban pen. One way outside. You can just hear that wind howling, foul pole to foul pole. In the bottom of the 8th inning, Tech has rallied from 4-2 down in the 7th to take a 7-4 lead. Hitters count for Berry. And the pitch to him. Swung on, line drive, left field, slicing away from the left fielder. Down the line, that one's going to drop. No, they say foul. Last second, they say foul as Elliott was given chase. A long strike. From my vantage point, can't see that. Kevin Olmsted, he didn't agree, coaching down at third. Berry thought he had himself a run-scoring double. In Springfield, it's 8-8, 2 out, bottom of the 9th inning. Winning run aboard for Bushnell. Here at 7-4 Tech with Berry at the plate, a 2-ball, 2-strike count, and the toss to him. Swung on a fly ball straight away left. Coming in, battling the wind, making the catch is Elliott for the second out. The batter is Tyler Horner, who doubled his last time up.
The first baseman, Tyler Horner.
So can Horner come through again? He has tripled, he has doubled. A huge run out there at second. And the righty's pitch. There's a swing and a line drive left field coming in. It'll drop a base hit. Around third, Syracuse. The throw home way offline all the way to the backstop. Horner will take second, and Tech has an 8-4 lead. Tyler Horner, the All-American, does it one more time. Opposite field RBI single for Tyler Horner.
The right fielder, Julian Jones.
And Jones will, I should say, Horner will take second on a throwing error by the left fielder, Elliott. He airmailed that one. Here's Julian Jones. The pitch to Julian, high and away for ball one. Colatam with a sacrifice fly got Tech the lead. Syracuse a 2-run double, Turner an RBI single to add to the lead. And now Tech slam proof. A grand slam in the in the ninth inning could only tie it. As Julian Jones awaits. Not sure what that pitch is. It's the same pitch that was hit earlier in this inning by Logan Macy for a base hit. Almost like an eephus pitch where he's just short arm. Looks like a position player pitching in the big leagues the way he threw that pitch. First base open for Jones if need be as he takes one low again, ball 3. They've left Gold out there to dry here in this inning. Hadn't seen him in this series. Guy who had made more appearances than any other player for Corban on the mound this season. But that throwing error by Pinkerton on the Dane Bradshaw bunt attempt looms so large. 3-0. A high strike to Jones. Again in the ninth inning, it'll be Miyazawa, Clay, and Rickard. So 2, 3, and 4. And the question is, does Tech bring Caden Melzer back out to try to close it? He has been outstanding in relief. 3-1. Breaking ball, little pop-up into shallow center field, drifting back and making the shoulder catch is Rickard to end the inning. There was nothing easy about that one. But for Tech, they played 4 to take the lead. 4 runs, 3 hits, 2 errors, 1 left. It is hang-on time, friends. We go to the ninth, Tech leading 8-4.
Said I'm all about it. Yeah, I'm all about it. Said I'm all about it. Yeah, 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 yeah. Said I'm all about it. Yeah, I'm all about it. Said I'm all about it. Yeah, 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 yeah.
These days, you can eat about any kind of pizza in any kind of environment, and that's great. But at Abby's, our customers today want the same things our customers wanted way back in 1964. Delicious pizza, shared with family and friends in a fun, casual setting. If that sounds old-fashioned, that's sort of the point. From our 36 locations, Abby serves the kind of traditional pizza that traditions are made of. Good to the last slice. Abby's, a legendary pizza tradition. Yum.
It'll be Caden Melzer to take the hill here in the ninth inning. Trying to pick up the victory today for Oregon Tech. As for Melzer, he has thrown 2 1/3 innings of shutout relief. And the pitch to Miyazawa, taken low for ball 1. Melzer trying to pick up win number 3 on the year. 1-0 pitch by the right-hander. He misses outside for ball 2. Miyazawa 1 for 4. He is fanned twice. Both those strikeouts were against the starter, Carson Glavich. Second time through the order for Melzer. And the 2-0, just low. Tech has a couple guys loosening in the pen. Isaac Hill, the right-hander. Also Riley Cronin, the right-hander. But it's Melzer's game. There's strike 1. Tech 3 outs away from winning their 13th in a row to move to 33-11 on the year. 3-1. Swung on fly ball, shallow left. In comes Tam. Gets there. Makes the catch. 1 out. A big first out here in the ninth inning.
The third baseman, Ryan Clay.
Batter's Ryan Clay. Ryan Clay has had a great day. And the pitch to him skied to left. Tam gonna have to hustle again. Down the line, dives, can't make the play. It'll be a bloop single as the wind pushed that one away from Kala Tam. So Ryan Clay, a 5-hit afternoon. That was a pretty good pitch. That's just the elements playing against Tech. The batter is Peyton Rickard.
The second baseman, Peyton Rickard.
That was the first hit surrendered by Melzer. 2-ball wins it for Tech. And the pitch to Rickard downstairs for ball 1. The right-handed bat of Drew DeMasi sits in the on-deck circle for the Navy and the Gold. 1-0. Fastball at the knees. Ty Blakely squeezes it at the bottom third of the zone. Tech trying to close out a come-from-behind victory. 1-1 pitch. Outside and low by the right-hander. Eight runs, 8 hits for Tech. 4 runs, 9 hits for Corban. Both teams have committed a pair of errors. 2-1. Outside corner. And looking back is Rickard saying, where was that? Play the runner at first, meaningless right now. 2-2. Ground ball slowly hit towards short. Going to be a tough play for Barry. He will not make a play. Infield single for Rickard. Now it starts to get just a tad bit interesting. That was a good pitch by Melzer. Kind of a bat breaker, but not a whole lot the Tech could do.
First baseman, Drew DeMasi.
And the tying run now in the on-deck circle. DeMasi the batter. Melzer's pitch. Down low. Both right-handers ready in the pen if needed. That's Isaac Hill and Riley Cronin. 1-0. Fouled off. That one caught Blakely. Ty Blakely went down in a heap. That one's going to sting just a bit. We hope the tie is okay. Ricky Walker going to walk out and talk with his backstop. And you know it caught a soft spot if Blakely's taken this much time. The count, a ball and a strike. 1 out, 2 on for Corban here in the 9th. Tech leading 8-4. Bottom of the 9th inning in Springfield. Bases loaded, 2 outs. And LC and Bushnell tied at 8. And Ty Blakely having a hard time trying to get into his crouch as he talks with Ricky Walker behind the dish. You can see it right at the bottom of our screen. They always take a lot of time, especially for any injury of some sort with the catcher. Drew DeMasi goes down to a knee as well. It's a party. It looks like we're ready to go. So Melzer after just a little bit of a delay. Trying to get a ground ball at somebody, see if he can turn 2 and pick up his 3rd win of the year. Melzer has thrown 44 pitches in relief of starter Carson Glavich. DeMasi, right-hand batter. 3 home runs on the year for him. Had a double in game 1 today. 1-1 by Melzer. Swing and a miss on a slider. They will re-enter Lucas Mertlich in the on-deck circle to hit next. 1-2, fastball down and away. And the count to 2 balls and 2 strikes. 27 outs is never easy at any level. 2-2, inside again. And if Meltzer loses DeMasi, the tying run comes to the plate. Three-two. Swung on, chopper hit foul off the third base side. And we'll try it all over again. Oregon Tech with 4 in the bottom of the 9th. I should say 4 in the bottom of the 8th to take an 8-4 lead. Clay at second, Rickard at first with 1 out. And another 3-2 from Caden Melzer to Drew DeMasi. And it's fouled off one more time. Good battle. We'll try it once more. 3-2. Foul ground ball towards second. Barry touches the bag, throws to first. Got him! Ball game over! And Tech closes out a 4-game sweep of the Corban Warriors. Pat Barry with an outstanding play near the second base bag. Touched it and then got a throw just enough to get the hustling DeMasi at first. And Oregon Tech has won 13 games here in a row. Unbelievable effort for the Hustlin' Owls. And Tech will go into the final series of the regular season with a 33-11 record. Great effort in this one by Corban, but Tech gets the 2-ball to end it, and Tech comes away with a victory by a score of 8-4. The happy totals for Tech: 8 runs on 8 hits. They commit 2 errors. For Corban, 4 runs on 10 hits. They commit 2 errors. Winning pitchers: Caden Melzer, now 3-2 on the season. Eddie Gold takes the loss for Corban. He falls to 2-1. No save in this one. Time of the game, 2 hours and 46 minutes. We'll do it again on Friday afternoon as Bushnell comes to town for the final series here at Steen Sports Park, and Tech will take a 15-game home win streak into that one. I'm Mike Safford, reminding each and every one of you, don't just have a great day, make it a great day. Your finals today: Tech wins the opener 12-4. They win the nightcap 8-4. From Klamath Falls, friends, good afternoon, everybody.
Oregon Tech in Klamath Falls is the home of Oregon's Polytechnic University. We offer hands-on experience from day one in our real-world teaching labs, and we produce some of the highest-paid graduates in the state, entering some of the most exciting and in-demand fields in STEM and healthcare. But did you know? We also have one of the most competitive athletic programs in the NAIA's Cascade Conference, all-season recreational opportunities, a thriving student life, and an average student-to-teacher ratio of 14-1. Get more out of your college experience with Oregon Tech in Klamath Falls.